Hello, everybody. It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I have no moral compass. Well, last night we had the Billionaires Bash draft. My team ended up being the Sandy Ravage, I4Play from Team Envious, and Matronox, a pretty much random card that nobody else seen, which I figured was a pretty good golden light. But that's not the story of this video. The story of this video is a couple of videos came out yesterday questioning the morality of the YouTube commentators, mainly because of money. And I'm going here to address that as a whole. Yes, we do make money at this point, and yes, we are pretty much hanging out and talking with a billionaire. And the reason we're doing these things isn't money per se. I mean, there's money in it for sure. There's probably a lot of money in it if you're not used to having money. But in the big picture, what we're making off this isn't really a lot of money. And you have people like C-Nanners talking about how YouTube has become this gimmick, this gold rush, this, Oregon Trail for the new age, that basically you come here, you try to make the quick money on the YouTubes. And he's right in a certain extent. Almost everybody that does it today did it because they wanted to do it at some point. Like me, I didn't come into this game trying to make it big on the YouTube. I actually came into this game to make montages. If all point is exact. I mean, that might sound weird coming from me, but that was my original goal. And very quickly things around my life changed to the point where I seen this was a viable option, and I decided to go for it. Why work for somebody else making very little money when I could work for myself doing what I love? It's a very simple choice, and it's a choice that I made, and it's a choice that cost me 2 years of hardship. There was 2 years of my life where I did nothing but eat ramen noodles and try not to leave the house so I wouldn't spend money because I didn't have the money to spend. And now to the point where this thing is actually starting to take off. The thing where I've foreseen it to be is actually happened, and the money is starting to show up, and people are hating because of it. And I'm going to point out a hypocritical point in C-Nanner's moral compass video. Is the fact is, C-Nanners works for Machinima, and this might not mean much to a lot of people, and he obviously doesn't make more than me, but the fact is, when he got his Machinima partnership, there was a video on Favela with a heartbeat sensor to R21 where he backed up himself the reason he should make money on YouTube. Remember the starving artist video? Well, yesterday's video kind of contradicts that. I'm not trying to start beef with C-Nanners, but he seems to always stay with wherever the lightest touch is going to be. He's never forceful. He never talks about anything forceful. And he's very unadventurous. But in consequence of that, he has a very child-friendly, a very, people-friendly channel. And that's why a lot of people like him, because of his voice and his non-controversial. When you add controversy into something, obviously it generates more traffic, but it also generates more opinion. And more opinion can be painted in a good light or a bad light. I've been told many a times during this period of my life that I should go get a job. I don't want a job. The fact is, the reason I'm doing this now is because I hate jobs. Now, I hate jobs as the fact I'm lazy. I'm far from lazy. I have 1,500 videos up, and I do everything in my power to put videos out and try to keep innovating. And, there's been many times where, I didn't know what to do or where to go with my channel, and just brings you down to tears because it's like, wow. But these are hardships that every small business goes through. And for people to say, get a real job, dude, I make more money by 12 o'clock than you make all week at your job. I'm not trying to say that as a bragging. I'm just trying to lay out the point that it's stupid for me to go out there and get like a $15 an hour job when by noon of every day I've made more money than that guy has the entire week. It's not like I'm rolling in dough. I'm by no means a baller, and by that example, but I also have a very, very large cost of living. Like with the increase of money, I've also increased my means, because YouTube is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. YouTube right now is the gold rush. That's what it is. And I want to use that as a segue to other chapters in my life. I want to use that as a segue to put the foundation down for building me a house, put the foundation down for building me a successful business, put the foundation down for a lot of things. One thing I do not want to do anymore is work for somebody else. Because let me tell you, working for somebody else sucks. It does. Working all week, Monday through Friday, 12 hours a day. All you're looking forward to is the weekend. And then you have a boss man come by. Hey, Jordy, can you work Saturday? No. Well, you have to or you lose your job. That sucks ass. And I've been put in that position more than once. And I wanted to push the bitch down the stairs. I wanted to make sure he didn't see home again, because he's taking away my 1 ounce of freedom. I've went from an area in my life where World at War was the only thing that kept me from shooting up a place, to the point in my life where World at War is the reason that I'm happy. Yes, there's video games get frustrating. Yes, playing the same video game gets very frustrating. And yes, it also seems kind of frustrating that every now and then you might be in a dead-end market. But at the end of the day, I get to change other people's lives. Like, for example, the picture you're probably looking at right now is something that's been changing. I've changed someone's life. It's not just Ashley. I've helped many people. I rebuilt cars and gave them away. I've did everything in my power to try to give back from my success. And because I feel like if I'm in a position where I can help you out, it will make me feel better about the position that I'm in. Because there's been many a times I've been in the other guy's shoes, and I've been had the water with the Captain Crunch and all that, and I'm like, man, if he could just give me $100, my life would be so much easier. And I can't give everybody $100. I can't do it. Bill Gates couldn't do it, but I can pick and choose who I help and try to help someone. And that's the way I run my life. I mean, I don't run from responsibility. I try to face what needs to be faced, and at the end of it all, it helps me sleep at night. Am I a bad person for running a YouTube channel? No. Am I a bad person to want to be successful? No. Do you think I'm a bad person for wanting to be successful? Most likely. But seeing the bigger picture and seeing YouTube as a money rush, everybody's going to try to take advantage of everything. If there was gold nuggets laying in the street and all you had to do was go chip them out of the asphalt, people would be trying to do that. People would be like, I'm going to invest in me a chisel and a hammer tomorrow. That's human nature. That is what the country was founded on. That is the pursuit of happiness. Right there. And if you hate that, you hate your country. If you hate your country, get the fuck out of it. So your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm out.